So I tried Daily Refinement's 7-day extreme selling method, and the results were definitely not what I was expecting. So in his video, he explains that you should only try this challenge or this method for 3 reasons. Number 1 is if you're low on money and you need some cash quickly. Number 2 is if you just need some sales to come in ASAP. And number 3, if you're tight on space in your storage and you just want to clear out some inventory, then that's the third reason why you're going to want to do this method here. So the reason why we decided to go ahead and try this challenge out is because we haven't been out thrifting or yard selling in at least a few months. So we haven't been listing anything new on eBay, and we've had inventory that's just been sitting there for months without any activity. So we plan on kickstarting our business here again. We're gonna be going out sourcing again on a regular basis so we can get at least 10 or 15 items listed per day and just move out some of that old inventory that we've had in our store, bring in some quick cash so we can go ahead and reuse that money to go buy some new items to flip on eBay. So we went into this challenge with some really high expectations. In his video, he said that every time he does this method, he sells at least 10% of the items that are in his store. So I was just expecting to move things on a daily basis and just go through a bunch of my inventory. But I do gotta say that the results really caught me off guard, and I was really surprised the way this challenge went. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in here. I'm gonna show you exactly what we did on a daily basis. At the very end, we're gonna go over the results and talk about exactly how many sales and how much money we brought in at the end of the 7-day challenge. All right, so on day number 1, we're gonna do a few different things. This is gonna be one of the more time-consuming days. The first thing we wanna do is use the bulk editor to optimize our listings. So what that means is just adjusting things like the title structure, the keywords, the item specifics, and the shipping price. And number 2 is we're gonna go ahead and offer free returns on all of our listings. I'll go ahead and show you here in a second how I do that. And then number 3, we don't want to change any of our prices yet. That's going to come later on a different day. So on day number 1, we're just optimizing our listings, and then we're going to go ahead and change everything to free returns. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get in here so I can show you where we currently stand, so we can go ahead and compare it at the end of the 7 days. So right now we have $307.28 pending in our account. So at the end of the 7 days, we'll go ahead and deduct that $307 from the total that we have in there to see what we end up making at the end of the 7-day challenge. But we'll go ahead and go into the listings here. We're gonna go ahead and do the first part, which is use the bulk editor to optimize the listings. Obviously, I'm not gonna go through all of them. That's gonna take way too long. Again, this is one of the more time-consuming parts. So what I'm gonna do here is use the bulk editor to just go ahead and switch a couple of the title structure on the listings here. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some keywords in wherever I see fit on some of these titles here. And again, you could go in there and add some item specifics, and then you can go ahead and change the shipping price as well. This is a chance for you to play around with this. If you normally do calculated shipping, you can go ahead and try flat rate shipping, which is what we do on most of our listings. You can try free shipping on some items as well. So this is your chance to kind of play around with shipping price to see if that affects your sales at all. But as you can see here, I'm just going through and adding some keywords, just switching around the title and stuff like that on some of my listings. And after we're done with that, we'll go ahead and submit all the listings here. It's gonna go ahead and tell you if there's any fees. You shouldn't have any fees because all you're doing is revising your listings here. Go ahead and click submit. And it's that easy. Again, it's just a little more time consuming going through each of your listings, especially if you have a bunch of listings. And then we're gonna go back into the listings here to do the last part of this day 1. So we're gonna go ahead and go back into edit all 179 listings. Then I'm going to click continue. So what I want to do here is offer free returns on all of our listings. So we go down here into return policy, look for return policy, change to, and then you want to do 30 days money back, seller pays. Go ahead and hit apply. And then you're going to go ahead and submit that. So that's pretty much it for day 1. You can see there was a few errors there. I don't know what happened there. But if you go into any of your listings here, you're going to see right there it says 30-day returns, seller pays for return shipping. So that's what you want to see on all of your listings there. So that's pretty much it for day one. So let's go ahead and move on to day two. So day two is pretty simple. We're just going to go ahead and promote all of our listings. This might be new to some of you guys, but we currently promote all of our listings. So we're going to go ahead and just increase our rate by 1%. If you don't currently promote, you're going to want to start at 2%. But since we're starting day two, let's go ahead and get into our numbers here to see if we made any sales. We are currently at 0 sales. I didn't expect anything after day one, especially because all we did is go in there and switch a couple things around. We didn't do anything drastic yet. So we're going to go ahead and go into our listings here. We're going to do the same thing. Go into the bulk editor. We're going to go ahead and edit all of our listings here. There you see right there 3.5% across the board on all of our listings. And again, we do this on every single thing that we list. So we're going to go ahead and go into bulk edit. You're going to go down to promoted listings and then update promoted listings, ad rate. And then we are going to go to the single ad rate. And again, we're already at 3.5, so we're going to increase it by 1% up to 4.5. And then we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing. You can see right there, 4.5% on all of our listings there. So then we're just going to go ahead and submit that, and we should be done for day number two. Now, day number three is when it starts getting really interesting. This can be scary for a lot of people. The first thing we're going to want to do is a 21% off sale. This is simply just a discount. It's not a markdown sale. And then we're going to do a 21% off coupon on top of the discounted price. And number three, we're going to want to send offers to watchers at 21% off. You cannot combine that with a coupon. So essentially, you're right over 40% off per item with a coupon and the discount that we're going to be doing. So again, this is a really hefty discount. So according to Daily Refinement's video, we should really start moving some items after day number three. So we're going to see how this goes here after doing all of these discounts and sales here. So as always, we're going to go ahead and jump in here to see where we're at on day number three. We currently have 0 sales starting day number three here. So no movement so far with a 1% increase on the promoted listings. So we're going to go ahead and go into the bulk editor once again. And here is where we're going to do the 21% off discount. So again, this is not like a markdown sale. It's not going to slash the price on the screen. So the buyers are not going to see that slash price. It's simply just going to reduce the price that you already have on there by 21%. So you can see I did that there. And that's just going to lower the price there. We're going to go ahead and submit that. And now your new prices should take effect on all of your listings. Again, it's not a markdown sale, so they're not going to see the slash through the number there. The second thing we're going to do is get into the marketing tab here. We're going to go ahead and create those coupons. So all you want to do is name your coupon. You can do that whatever you want. We're going to go ahead and do that at 21% off. Then we want to do that on all of our inventory. You don't want to pick and choose. Just go ahead and do it across the board on all your items. We're going to go ahead and start that immediately. And then we're going to do that one for 24 hours since it's only for day number three. We're going to go ahead and launch that coupon. As you can see, the coupon right there is scheduled to go live for the extra 21% off. And then I'm going to go ahead and create the coupons for the rest of the days here. So we're going to do day number two. We're going to go ahead and name it. We're going to go ahead and do this the same as we did on day number one. Go ahead and add 21% off. Again, that's going to apply to all of our inventory. We're not picking and choosing certain items. And then we're going to do the same thing as far as a date and time on this coupon here. Go ahead and launch that one. So you can see how easy that was. Day number one and day number two is now complete with the 21% off. And I went ahead and created the rest of them all the way up to day 5. And now those are all scheduled out for me. I don't have to think about that anymore. 21% off coupon on top of the rest of the stuff that we're doing here. So let's see how that goes. I'm pretty excited to see what kind of sales we get off of that. So now let's go into day number 4 and day number 5. Now day 4 and day 5 is where we're really going to start stacking up these discounts. So the first thing we want to do is run a 48-hour markdown sale of 21% or more. So this is going to slash the price for the buyers to see in your store. And then we want to just go ahead and continue the coupon that we added for the rest of the days. And then you just want to go ahead and continue to offer to watchers. And then we're just going to go ahead and keep that promoted listing rate that we did. So let's go ahead and get in here after day number 3. You can see that we still have 0 awaiting. So we still have no sales going into day number 4 and day number 5. So this is definitely not starting off the way I was expecting. I'm hoping it picks up here in the next couple days. But let's go ahead and get in here and do a markdown sale. We're gonna do this at 21% off. So if you remember, we already discounted our prices by 21%, and now we're just adding a sale on top of that of 21%. Again, we're gonna do this to all of our items. We're gonna go ahead and select them all here. We're gonna start this thing immediately, and it's gonna run again for 48 hours. And we're gonna go ahead and launch this sale here. You can see right there, we are ready to go. This thing is scheduled. This is a huge discount, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I really need some sales to go on here since I'm still dry after 3 days of no sales. So let's see how this goes after we do this 21% markdown sale. Now, day number 6 and day number 7, we're gonna do another markdown sale, but this is gonna be a total of 40% off for the next 48 hours. So this is not 40% off the 21 that we already did. We're just gonna go ahead and do a 40% off total. So you can see we finally have a sale here. We have a whopping 1 sale after day number 4 and 5. We went ahead and sold a Lego figure here. Not much money at all, but it is a sale. It looks like it sold with a 21% off coupon. So we're not doing ourselves any favors there as far as the profit goes, but at least we got something moving there. So we're gonna go ahead and do a markdown sale. The other one should be ending already, and we're gonna do this one at 40% off. We're gonna start this one immediately, and again, this one is for an additional 48 hours, which should take us to the end of this challenge here. So you can see right there, it is pending, and the other one already ended. So again, it's not stacking on top of the 21% that we already did. So looking at our numbers, we do have a little bit of a change here going into day 6 and 7. You can see we're now at $398.59, which is just about $90 in sales over the last 4 to 5 days. So if we go ahead and go into our orders here, go into the paid and shipped, you can see we sold a few things. We sold this wallet, we sold a pair of pants, and it does show 21% off coupons. We sold a couple other Legos there. We sold some Christmas ornaments and a couple other things there that we sold with a markdown sale and with a 21% off coupon. So nothing spectacular as far as the numbers and the profits go, but we did have a handful of sales with almost $100 of total sales there. $100 over the 7 days is really not what I was expecting. So that's where we ended up after the 7-day challenge. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video with my final thoughts. So at the end of the day, the results weren't horrible, but they weren't as good as I was expecting them to be. That does say a lot about our inventory that we have listed up on eBay. If we have to mark down things 40% of the prices that we already had them, and they're still not moving, that either says that obviously we don't have good enough items in there, or the prices are just too high to begin with. I also think that not listing things on a daily basis for months on end definitely had an impact on at least the amount of people visiting our store. So we're gonna start again, like I said, go out sourcing and posting consistently. And I think we're gonna go ahead and do this challenge at least once a month to get some of that inventory moving, at least until we get things back up to where we want it to be. So let me know in the comments if you've ever tried this method, maybe your results were better than ours were, or if you never tried it and you do want to go ahead and give this a shot, let me know down below as well. I would be really interested to see what your results are in your store. So stay tuned for more videos coming here in the near future. Also, if you're like us, you probably cross-list your items to other platforms. If you're selling on Mercari, check out this video right here. There's one simple thing that you can be doing to absolutely blow up your sales.